Hello, hello, hello. The nation and deregulation
is behind taking away bargaining rights for unions. It started under Ronald Reagan when he took away the bargaining rights of air traffic controllers. Is there an agenda to completely destroy the bargaining rights of any union? Is that what's happening now? Is a specific party continuing Reaganism, taking away bargaining rights for unions? I think it's reaching even the NFL, the National Football League. Oh, now they will fare, the National Football League will fare if somebody tries to take their bargaining rights away.
the nation.
By taking bargaining rights away, is that helping democracy or making democracy decline into something other than a democracy?
And deregulation.
Will it be a hypocrisy? That's just a joke. Okay. But the next poem I'm going to read is called The Nation and De-Regulation. In political warfare, there is always, ideology. Back to that. How somebody thinks that democracy should be ran? Should it be ran through? Well, some things you need to regulate, some things you don't need to regulate.
That's the truth.
I'm sure the NFL is not into approving bargaining rights being taken away. There are individuals who have maybe bit off a little bit more than they can chew if they think that they can take the bargaining rights away NFL players. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, but this poem is entitled The Nation and De-Regulation.
The nation and deregulation.
The year from 2001 to 2008.
Bush Jr.
It's when deregulation opened the ignorant gate.
Bush Jr. Republican.
By businessmen who failed to understand why the U.S.A. has perpetually stood and with God's blessing will stand. With a new president who is a black man. No one knew this plan because it was not created by man. It was in God's plan so that the richest people in the world could understand that principles and power are in God's hand. Red, yellow, black, or white man. Man will understand. The deregulation gate was open to bring the country down. That included every city, state, and every town. This happened from 2001 to 2008. And George Bush Jr. was on watch.
Republican.
Of the U.S.A. gate.
Republican.
9 million jobs went out of that gate.
You remember?
of the country.
You remember, don't you?
China, Russia, Japan, India, Asia, Africa, Australia, and even the Middle East have regulations. Never deregulation. Especially when it comes to jobs.
Jobs!
Oh. They have regulation. These countries have regulation to keep their country stable.
Stability.
Like the water that is held back or released by the
Hoover Dam.
The fact is that from 2001 to 2008, which was the millennium, and the world was supposed to end, George Bush Jr. strive for deregulation. And now we can see how this leadership has caused some of this present situation in the U.S.A. Was the gate opened by those who hated their own people? The poor and the middle class? Was the gate opened by a businesswoman, a man who did this dirt? Was this part of an evil plan by one professing to believe in God, thinking that since he or she could make a profit by selling the United States to a foreign land?
Giving jobs away, 9 million.
Almost like selling the United States.
Yeah, 9 million. Jobs lost.
Here's the truth. Power corrupts, and power was in the hand of a corrupt businessman. Freedom was lost, but now it is found because those who died for our freedom have risen from the grave to stop those who cannot be saved. They have paved their way to an eternal grave. The deregulation floodgate was opened between 2001 and 2008.
And when Reagan came in,
It's effective. And we all know and will soon realize the motives behind this present situation and the long-term effects of
deregulation.
Deregulation has never been done by any other country except the United States of America from 2001 to 2008.
And it was a mistake.
And as a new person is president, we're talking about Barack Obama.
New president.
And during this time, as sore losers cause trouble.
He was
Sore
losing.
loser always causes trouble before they leave office.
Bush Jr.
Is this happening now? People are knowing that they may lose, and they are sore about it, sore losers. Is that why voting rights are trying to be
Taken away
ask these questions?
from union.
The question is, did the president keep his sworn oath? We're talking about from 2001 to 2008, before he left his office. Did he decide that he would toss the office to another man? In a terrible condition.
That's what he did.
President sent your office to another man, and he knew it had been horrible to the United States condition.
That's what a Republican did.
Of the United States of America and putting America first in the former president's plan. Was he looking out for the few 1%.
1%.
Cause the many to fail, the 99ers.
That's us.
Poor and middle class who make up the military protecting his. Those who do not care for the poor or the middle class who is the majority and are the many, respect few with plenty. The few with plenty. God has no respect of person. Judgment comes to any. With or without anything, but no charity. Or maybe I'm wrong. I think God has no respect of person.
He loves all of us.
He loves all of us.
He loves all of us.
Judgment comes to any. With or without anything, but no charity. But without charity, the Lord said He will destroy this entire world. All will sing songs that who don't know. Some sing the song that hell will bring. Oh boy.
The Nation and De-Regulation.
Even if you have everything, you may want to be a singer. You will not be able to sing.
Huckabee.
That's not money. This is poetry.
Political poetry.
Mixed with poetry.
Political poetry. Political poetry.
Warfare.
Political warfare.
But that is what hell brings. Without charity, it's going to be destroyed. Charity breaks the sting.
Yes, it does.
Of those who are hell sent.
It surely does.
But somehow they become charitable.
They will.
And begin to gleam in their souls forever, opening the eternal happy score, now and forever.
And not shipping 9 million jobs overseas.
Deregulation is an avenue for revenge.
That's what it is.
In political war.
Republicans against Democrats.
Sometimes it's committed by a businessman or woman who runs out of time or ideas.
Like Bush Jr.
Persuade their ideologies along to proceed with the revenge plan.
Bush Jr.
A child is brought up by a parent to be led in the right way they should go. And be directed to be strong, charitable, not sending 9 million jobs to another country. That's not being charitable to your own people. Has India imported 9 million jobs to the U.S.A? I don't think so.
No other country.
Brought up by parents to be led in the right way they should go, and be directed to be strong, charitable, bold, and loving, and protective of their freedom, and fight to the death to prevent anyone who tries to take their freedom away, all night and all day. Freedom is being paid a fair salary. That's part of freedom.